Day 16. Jeez, the days are flying. They're going fast. I think they're going fast anyway. Down another zero point 0.2 of a pound this morning, which is good. I'll take any drop, or anything really. I don't like whatever the scale is. It is. Obviously, I want it to go down, but it's like for me, it's all about finding out what I need to do, how I need to adjust, how, or you know what I mean, what I need to eat on that day and what the foods do or whatever. So if it's up or down or whatever, like it's as long as it's going down, it's on the right trajectory going down. If you know what I mean, I'm happy. So yesterday or today and yesterday, I have basically at the same thing now for the last 3 days. So yesterday, I got a bowl in the morning and I just got a tin of fruit cocktail with light syrup. I'm trying to keep the hard hitting sugars and all of that to a minimum unless I can't get enough volume, and then I'll say full syrup or sugars or table sugar. So anyway, I got a bowl, poured it into the bowl, chopped, cut up an apple, a pear, grapes, just like a handful of grapes and an orange. Put that into it like it was a big sized bowl of fruit. So I ate half of that yesterday morning. Um, then I made smoothies. What I made in the smoothie was the same thing as I made yesterday before. So it was a cup and a half of berries and like blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and cherries. So I put half of that in, a little bit of water, a little bit of hot water, just because I froze them just to break it up a bit. Put in a half of a smoothie that I buy in the shop, and cut up the same thing again because they're the fruits that I like the most at the minute. I'll probably start experimenting with other fruits or whatever, but like there was a banana. I'm staying away from the. Sorry, there was no banana. I'm staying away from the bananas because, like a lot of people are saying, that they're some of them can be starchy or so I'm just staying away from the bananas and keeping to the fruits that I like and that I have here anyway. So it's another apple, a orange, and grapes, and a pear. So I put all that into the blender, blended it all up, put two heaped tablespoons of sugar in with it, just to make it taste nice and sweet. Um, that was it. That's all I put into it. Yeah, so I made two of them. So I just drank one bottle of them yesterday in the middle of the day, one bottle of the smoothie. Um, and then after that, later on when the kids went to bed, I had the rest of the bowl, which was a sizable amount as well. There was a lot of volume in it. So that's why I'm thinking I hadn't much of a loss today, even though it's a loss, but I hadn't much of a loss. So I think I had a lot of volume, and I drank maybe a half a litre of apple juice as well last night as well after the bowl, half a bowl of fruit. So I'm not tracking any calories or anything. I'm just like Durian Ryder says, just the macros are the main thing. Just as long as there's rock bottom fat and rock bottom protein. But obviously you can eat too many calories and you're not going to lose. So I think that's what happened. I probably had a lot. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But so we'll see. Anyway, I had something similar today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on the scale. But so that was it. That was everything I ate. And I'm going to do that. I've done that the last 2 days today, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. Now it's my birthday on Thursday, so I'll probably be eating cake. I was even thinking about would I have the cake because I wanted to go this full week with a sugar fast, and I'm not even pushed. It doesn't even like excite me or bother me if I whether I have cake or not. It must be because I'm getting so much sugar. But whatever reason anyway, but I probably will end up having the cake because I want to have like this lifestyle for something like birthdays of obviously or occasions or whatever. So I'll eat whatever is there. But I'm going to do the sugar fast right up to that day and the first half of that day as well. So and just see how much I can lose. So yeah. So that's basically, I think that's why I didn't lose too much, even though it's going great. Like it's something like 12 pounds. I'm not even keeping it close. I will when it gets closer to the 30 days, and because I'm going to take accountable pictures there for myself, and I'll post them then. So when it gets closer to 30 days, I really keep track of it. But so yeah, that's basically it. I was watching Mark Smelly Bell today, and it was very, very good because he had the person that invented the honey diet. As far as I know, anyway. I was just listening to it at work, and I tuned into it when it was halfway on, or maybe a quarter of it had been on. So I think he was explaining the honey diet, which is very similar to the sugar diet, obviously. But he had some. I have to listen to it again. But he had some. He seemed to be very knowledgeable on the scientific side of things. I remember him saying about a um a study about mice. They have a couple of studies about mice, but one of them that stood out that I could remember is that they had two groups of mice, and they used to feed them a normal diet every day. This was over a long period. I think they'd done this over a long period, and one of them, where they were getting their water, they put Coca-Cola into the water instead of the water. So one was eating a healthy diet, the other was eating a healthy diet. One was getting water, one was getting Coca-Cola. So the mice that was getting Coca-Cola ended up eating 400 times more calories with the Coke, and than the ones with just water. But they found out that they lost the same amount of weight when they were burning the same amount. When they done the study, it was a weight loss study, so they lost the same amount of weight even after eating 400 times, the 400% the other mice ate. So like I'm just trying to think of this in my head here now, but so that proves that the sugar, you will burn more energy with the sugar. Now in that study, they never spoke about how the mice that was taking the Coca-Cola, their metabolism speeded up so much that they were able to account for 400 times the amount of calories, which is a big thing. So he was going into a lot of different things about it, and a different, like the liver, how your liver is on the fast. So I will look at it again, and if I think there's anything interesting to say, I'll say it here. But yeah, no. Another thing, I haven't got to any of the comments on my last video, but I definitely will. I was working today, I was working yesterday, and I was running. I haven't got much time, so tonight I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to answer all of them. And I appreciate everyone, and I appreciate all the subscriptions and the likes and all that. You know, it's great for me, and I hope that I'm giving a bit of value. I was thinking today, because not that I have a lot of subscribers, but I have a few, and I was thinking today, I want to be able to give a bit of value. Do you know what I mean? Because it has to be an exchange of energies or whatever between everyone. You know, so I want to give a bit of value as much as I can. So I'm only learning myself at the minute. So, but anything I pick up through my lived experience, or anything I pick up with just by learning about it, I'll say it here. Like, so yeah. So I hope everyone is enjoying, or maybe getting informed about the sugar diet. And yeah, so that's it for me today. And let's see tomorrow. Let's see what the scale is tomorrow.